There is nothing. Only ever. Never, ever. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives that can... Yes, it is.
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic source. It's blood.
Ex-love. Ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the... All right, nothing town to... Great choice, Elder One. It has always been the song like a fly to
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth. A fiery...
Somehow, you know what it is. You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking. It says, the whirling... A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. Hot water sprays from the base. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor. As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror, behold, you have no idea who this thing is, do you? Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Or wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression? Please stop. It's horrible. Oh my God, what does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey? You should check yourself for a pulse. You find no sign of life on your swollen neck. However, putting your hand on your chest reveals an irregular heartbeat. You appear to be alive, for now. It belongs in the new. The third, things were good, forever shot. If it doesn't rhyme, you're not pronouncing it right. Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open air, boîte de nuit, somewhere in Revachol West. Guillaume's blonde mane, the click is used to everyone loved it. Maybe you, some 20, it doesn't have to be. You... This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light. You reach out to grab the tie. But what's this? This is bad. For quite a long, still ongoing. Finally, you know what you should do. Do it. If you want to die, the stabbing pain in your chest is telling. The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now. This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a you swoop up and catch what you have in your hand is a truly hideous.
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
No. Because you're a police officer, sir. I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time. You've been here for 3 days. On official couldn't say.
You have no doubt about the drinking. But do you strike yourself as a tight-lipped drunk? She must have heard something.
Could it be because of the drinking?
She hasn't had time to put her makeup on. This is her morning cigarette. She looks tired, her beauty waning faster than it ought to at her age.
Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. Then she looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Yes. There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music. I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people's. Oh, yes.
Oh, that. Yeah. Whoa. The less said about oh, the better.
Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. It would appear so. A slow, sad song started playing. Like organ music on repeat. That it doesn't matter anymore and that then you started screaming and trashed the place. No, it didn't sound. A window was smashed. The tape player probably. The song stopped. And furniture too. A real destructive there was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then. Around 4 or 5. It's 51. Yeah? The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of this. You're in a hostel, sir. We are in Revachol.
Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world.
You sure look like you're from Revachol.
Her accent suggests she is
Glad to have been of assistance.
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. As you approach, on the sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on its back, are the same enigmatic white rectangles as on your blazer.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name. Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your...
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you...
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
Then we should ask him for a rundown of the area. Get me up to speed. I understand the scene is out, but it also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews? At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice. Okay, we'll have time. Have you removed the dead body from the tree? Mm-hmm. So, the body, where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner. I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern. I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back. I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it.
Inspectorate General means internal affairs. What he's saying is, he's not from the rat squad and isn't supposed to suspect such things.
No need for derogatory terms. They're only doing their job. Yes. They're not just white rectangles. I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage. But again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job. You mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I would advise you to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down should still take precedence. After you, officer.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your...
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet. Although the man is finding it hard not to trip on the tape and not to send any of the bottles where unidentifiable sludge makes it hard for him to breathe. Smells of vomit in here.
And by that you mean crimes against humanity? I have no idea what the...
window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside. A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, more likely a projectile than a held. It is too large for a bullet, yet the single green shoe you found fits the hole almost as well as your foot. It would have also been heavy. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, a cool wind gush. The bed is cold.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every...
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. The bed is cold and not. There they both are. Two identical like two baby crocodiles. Go ahead.
Yes? What do you want to know? Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me. Do you want me to brief you? 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute. To find him or her is one of our tasks here. There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. That's us.
The RCM, or the Revachol Citizen Militia, is the police force you and him are part of. A self-organized peace corps of the occupied city of Revachol.
That's right. No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
The lieutenant adjusts his collar. It doesn't look like he wants the case to be more mysterious.
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a... You don't know? I assumed you were in on it. That's good. Better still than an imbecilic cop-off. It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. Was there anything else you wanted to know? Good.
The door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on, somewhere inside. This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside. Still no answer. Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance. A colorful piece of on the counter rolled out. That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already? Attaboy. It's coming back to him. You had your mesolimbic reward pathway worried there, not thinking about drinking all that time. It was like you weren't. Maybe later. What happened, man? Get your drink on. The theme on that pinball machine is a standard royalist theme. Clinging to a picture book version, it comes free. The contemporary A man in his late 20s with a thin, unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding.
Mr. Gart, right?
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41.
What? What is this? A joke to you? Is this what you get when you call the police now?
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job. And for...
Yes, of course.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene.
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duty.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
This sounds like something you can use to call this Sylvie later.
You said you just got here. From where?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is...
But you still know your way around, yes?
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't...
I didn't imply that. Detective.
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions. His face expresses profound doubt in your ask him about the body's location before asking if he killed him. People give up information in the more innocuous questions, which you can later use in the more sinister ones.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager. I have 3 cafeterias I manage. 3. Yet behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there. That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole.
This man means the heavy cavalry of the innocents Franco Negro, sweeping over the plains and nations of the enemies of mankind.
She went away because none of...
Have they not been telling you you're a cop?
Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number.
Thank you.
Is it? Because I thought you were supposed to be investigating the lynching, not my employer conduct. Good for you. Was there something else? I don't know who killed him. I'm not the...
This is it. He said they hoisted him up on a tree. Who is this they, if he doesn't know?
Oh, people are saying it was the union dock workers, that it was a lynching. The locals, the customers, the people who eat here, a lot of dock workers eat here. Sylvie told me everyone knows the dock workers did it.
Did the debarders themselves tell her this, or is it a rumor?
I don't really know. You'll have to ask her. I would suppose it's because they have nothing better.
You mean the strike?
Yes, the strike. The man they hanged was a security guard for the harbour company, I hear. A mercenary. The unionistas probably thought they'd send a message.
The lieutenant turns the page in the little notebook he's been...
I don't know who killed him.
This is...
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
The lieutenant turns...
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real. Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency.
Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's right, money. You owe this establishment 130 real. Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to... Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually, more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of... What are you, a philosopher? Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really. Are you serious?
Some do take recompense, but only to survive.
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of it.
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't...
Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away. Officer, you really need to take this up with your station.
Good luck.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up, but you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be... You don't really know, do you? South, maybe. You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get...